Hello everyone, welcome back to EduMust channel. Well, in the last class, in the fundamental unit of life, the cell lesson, we have studied about the plasma membrane, isn't it? So today we are going to study about the next parts of the cell and we will be looking after their functions. So here we are going to learn about the cell wall today. Okay, तो देखेंगे कि cell wall क्या होता है. So it has been already told. Cell wall is nothing else but it is the membrane or the layer which is present in the outside of the cell, usually only present in the plants. So we are not finding the cell wall in the human beings or animals. It is exclusively only found in the plants. We will see first the structure of the cell wall. So the cell wall lies outside the plasma membrane. Okay, so it is present at the outside of the plasma membrane. It is also a membrane and it is also having the similar function that we have seen in the plasma membrane. Second one, it is non-living. You know very well, you have studied about the differences between the living things and the non-living things. Non-living things in that sense, it is particularly like it is not living. Okay, it is not, that function does not include here that how we are finding in the living things. Third one, it determines the shape of the plant cell. Okay, so the cell wall is determining the shape. It is determining the shape of the plant cell. So where it should be, how, whether it is going to be in the round or polygonal shape, whatever. Then it is made up of carbohydrates called as cellulose. So we can see that it is made up of carbohydrates called as cellulose. So because there is cellulose present, it is making the cells as rigid, or we can say turgid. Okay, let's see now the function of the cell wall. In the beginning also I had told you all that the cell wall also is having what? It is allowing some material to move in and out. Okay, as it is permeable in the sense it can allow some materials to move in and out. So we can see that it makes the plant cell turgid. So what is meaning of the turgid here? Turgid in the sense it is giving the strength to the plants. Okay, then it also gives the mechanical strength. So how it is providing the mechanical strength? It is having the special kind of tissues present in them that is called as lignin, that is which is usually present in the xylem tissue, and even it is also having the collenchyma tissue. So you are going to learn in the types of tissues like collenchyma, parenchyma, sclerenchyma, erenchyma. You are going to learn these things in the tissue lesson. So here to know, it's enough that it is made up of a special kind of tissues, that is lignin and collenchyma, that is providing the mechanical strength or support to the plants. Then it is freely permeable to water, means it can easily absorb the water and allows the water to move out. So this is about the cell wall. Now we shall move to the next part of the cell, that is nucleus. You know very well, nucleus play a very important role or a part in the cell, and it is also called as the brain of the cell. Why it's called brain of the cell? Because you know very well what is the function of your brain. It controls the whole and soul body. In the same way, even the nucleus is controlling the functioning of the cell over there. Now first let's see how is the nucleus look. Now nucleus is large. Okay, it is centrally located, so it is present in the center of the cell. It is bounded by two nuclear membrane. Okay, it is having the parts or the layers that we call it as nuclear membrane, and forming these nuclear membranes are forming as nuclear envelope. You know what is the function of envelope? We close, we open. Yes, when we insert something we have to open it, put inside and close it again. In the same way, there are some functions of the nuclear envelope. Then this nuclear membrane is actually connected with the ER. So what is this ER? ER is nothing else but it is endoplasmic reticulum. You are going to learn this organelles in the cytoplasm, and we will see what is the function of this endoplasmic reticulum. The nuclear envelope separates nucleus from cytoplasm. So what is the function of nuclear envelope here? It is separating the cytoplasm and the nucleus. So it is acting the distance between the cytoplasm and the nucleus, we can say. It is a bond. In the nucleus, what is the function of nuclear envelope? Let's see. So the nuclear envelope contains pores enclosed by the liquid called nucleoplasm. Okay, it is enclosed with the pores. Pores in the sense minute holes like structures which is present in the membrane. Okay, it is actually allowing some material to pass in and out. Okay, it is from the nucleus to the cytoplasm and from the cytoplasm to the nucleus. So the pores function itself is that. Now this nucleoplasm, okay, it is also again having the two subparts that is called as nucleolus and chromatin. As I have told you, the nucleoplasm will help in passing of some materials. Now let's see what is the function of this nucleolus and chromatin material. First let us see about nucleolus. Okay, nucleolus has no membrane, like how nucleoplasm, the nucleus itself is having the membrane. So this nucleus is not having any membrane present in it. Then it is rich in proteins and RNA. So it is producing proteins, we can say, and it is rich in RNA. So what is RNA? Okay, RNA is nothing else but it is ribonucleic acid. Okay, then it is called as factory of ribosomes. Nucleolus is called as factory of ribosomes. Okay, ribosomes are also present in the cell, which actually help in the synthesis of proteins. Okay, further again you will be learning about the ribosomes when I will move to the cytoplasm part. Now let us see about the chromatin material. So what is this chromatin material? Chromatin material are nothing else but they are thin and thread like structures which are present in the nucleus. They are the main part which help usually in passing the genetic or the hereditary characteristics or traits, we call it as. It will be passed from the parents to the offsprings. Offsprings in the sense the child. Now let us see. See, chromatin materials are thin thread like structures. Okay, they are very thin and they are thread like structures. They are composed of the genetic substance DNA and proteins. So they are composed of the genetic substance in the sense which will help in passing the hereditary characteristics. DNA. So what is the full form of DNA that we are knowing here? So DNA in the sense it is deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, and it is again proteins. So here also we can see in the nucleolus and chromatin, they both are producing the proteins over there. Then chromatin materials are actually distinct, having the distinct DNA called as genes. So there is a special material present in them, they are called as genes. Okay, then here they are condensed with two or more ribbon like structures called as chromosomes. So the main part in the chromatin material is chromosomes. They are also thread like structures and always they are being seen when the cell division is taking place during the reproduction. Okay, you know very well, nucleus is the one site where usually the divisions of the nucleus takes place, which is helping in the reproduction. Okay, either it might be in the male or in the female. Now these chromosomes, it can be seen only during the cell division, and you know these chromosomes are always in pairs. Okay, the like when we are talking about the reproductive parts in the male or the female, so they are always in the pairs. It might be either from the ovum or it might be from the eggs of the male or the female. So we as human beings, we are having 23 pairs of chromosomes present in us. Now this is about nucleoplasm, nucleolus and chromatin. Now what is the function of nucleus? Mainly nucleus, what it is doing in the cell. So let's see here. So the nucleus controls metabolic activities. So as I had told you earlier that brain is controlling the whole body in human beings. In the same way, the nucleus is controlling the whole and soul part of the cell, the functions of the cell. So it is called as, it is controlling the metabolic activities. Then it regulates the cell cycle. It regulates the cell cycle. The cell cycle will be continued. It also transmits the hereditary traits. So it is helping in transmission of hereditary traits or characteristics from the parents to the child. Now, what kind of characteristics that usually a child obtains from the parents? So, it is not that sitting style or standing style or the walking style that usually the elderly people they speak in the houses. It's not that. The hereditary characteristics in the sense the physical appearance. So, it is related to either the color, size or shape obtained from the parents or the grandparents to the child. Okay. So, this is about the hereditary traits. So, we have learned about the nucleus. What is nucleus? What is the main function of the nucleus? What are the parts of the nucleus present in them and how they are working in the cell. So, in the next video, we will be seeing about the cytoplasm, okay, and their parts. So, what they are nicknamed, like how the cytoplasm parts, that cell organelles are been nicknamed, and what are their functions we are going to see in the next video. Till then, don't forget to like, share and subscribe our EduMust channel and have a great day.